today we're gonna be doing something very interesting. So in the last video I showed you that I got a new mold, which I'm gonna be using today. Very exciting. I'm gonna be making 3 colors, just soap color, and then a layer of turmeric and a layer of paprika. So this should be interesting. It will be a layered soap. I've let my lye water cool and I heated my oils. It took forever for the lye water to cool, and my cat really wants to get in, but I'm not letting her because it is not safe. Because remember, you have to keep your pets away from your soaping. Okay. And with that out of the way, we're gonna add our lye water to our oils. Wait, is that a hair? There we go. And I'm pouring it down the side of the bowl. There we go. Alright, and I'll just mix it a little bit before I stick blend, just to get it incorporated. Let's see if I... Alright. Perfect. I think it's about time to stick blend now. And I want it pretty thin because I'm going to be doing a layered soap. I'm working with different colors, so for the first time, very interesting. Alright, let's go. I think we're about there. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. And you see it changed color, and it kind of stays on the stick blender. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to measure off some of this and take this out. Alright, if I had more bowls, I would do that. However, I don't. So I'm just going to use the same one as I used for the lye water. I'm going to measure off about 400 grams. The total weight of the soap is about 1200, a bit more than that. So to get about the same size for each layer, it should be 400 grams for each layer. Yeah. Oh, all right, that was a little bit too much. A little bit less. There we go. Ah, perfect. It's a 402 grams. That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna start off with the paprika layer. I don't know how much I need. I'm just gonna start with a tablespoon and then see how that goes. Alright, already there we got a pretty intense orange actually. Wow. I think I'm definitely gonna work with paprika again. No, not paprika. Turmeric. It's turmeric. Look at that. That's like a deep carrot color. I guess we don't need any more. Alright, I'm gonna go get my mold. Here we are. For my first layer, I'm just gonna pour it in. For the next layers, I'm gonna use the spatula to break off the fall. For the first one, I'm just gonna pour it in. And wow, look at that color. That's beautiful. Alright, that's the first layer. Moving on to the second layer. And we're just going to do the same thing. Measure out about 400 grams. Alright, we're gonna take out the paprika, and I'm just using the same spoon as from the turmeric. I don't mind, it's that little. So I'm gonna take about the same amount. There we go. And let's see how that turns out. Oh, you can see it really thickened up. So I have to work a bit faster now. And you see that doesn't really give up that much color. I should probably add a little bit more. I might just add a little bit of turmeric instead of the paprika because I know that it seems that the turmeric gives off more color, and I know for a fact that the paprika can itch a little bit if you use too much. The turmeric probably can as well, but I'm just gonna get a teensy bit. See what happens. Let's hope it's not too close to that color over there. I mean, that looks pretty good. Not as good as the first layer though. That was beautiful. I think this is good. Alright. I'll add that now. Alright. This layer has set up a little bit as well. That's good. That should make it easier to pour. I'm gonna pour it over spatula so it won't break. Oh, okay, it broke anyway. Well, that's okay. Let's see what that gives us. So perhaps my layer should have been, the one down here should have been thicker so it wouldn't break. I think this looks kind of pretty as well. I'm gonna look forward to that swirl in there, which we're apparently gonna get. Gonna scrape out as much as I can here. Boop, boop. Okay, that was the paprika layer. And now we're gonna add just the soap layer here. I'm gonna, oh boy, that's thick. Okay, so here's some things. The reason why this has gotten so thick is because my camera went out. So I had to fix that, so that took some time, which thickened up my soap. That is unfortunate, but I think we're gonna still have a beautiful soap in the end. Just gonna scrape out, oh no, scrape out the last bit here. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna wipe down my sides, and then I'm gonna try and make a little thing up here. I am, however, pleased with the amount I made. It actually fitted the mold. I did some math to try and make this work, and it seems like it did. Okay, so since this is a silicone mold, it doesn't have a bottom, so you see it does like that when I lift it. That's gonna be a problem when I move it. Oh, no. So I'm just gonna put it up here. Okay, so I just placed it on top of a cutting board. So when I move it, oh, this won't be a problem. I will just move the cutting board. Okay, so now I'm just gonna try and make a little pattern here on top. Might go terribly wrong, who knows? Oop. And oop. And then there as well. I think that's quite pretty. There we go. Now we're gonna wait 24 hours and then we're gonna cut this out. This will be interesting. It will be the first time I actually cut a soap, because the other times I had them in individual molds. So this should be interesting. I really like the top. I think that's beautiful. It's gonna be very individual bars since it turned out to be different than I expected, but I hope it still looks beautiful on the inside. I'm really excited to see how it turns out. Alright, and this is how it looks like after 26 hours, I think. As you can tell, the top has been retexturized. I was a klutz and I dropped some plastic in the soap, so I had to retexture it. I like the way it turned out anyway. So now we just have to unmold this thing. There's a few things I want to talk about before we do that. The soap has kind of started to sweat. There are little beads down there. And you see the top has a slightly different color than what it had earlier. I did place this on top like this, but it seemed it has oxidized a little bit anyway. All right, it has this mold has metal inside of it on top here, so I can't just to get it out. I would have just turned it around, you know, like this, and then flip, but I'm afraid it will ruin the top. So it shall be interesting how we're gonna get this thing out. I'm gonna try. Oh, I guess it wasn't a problem. There we are. Okay, that went way easier than I thought it would. This is the bottom and the sides. Okay, nice. All right, I'm going to cut it in half first, and then I will cut them into the bars. I bought this. This is usually used for when you decorate cake or to cut dough or to cut pasta dough. But I thought maybe it would work with this. I bought this instead of a knife because I thought it would be easier to put even pressure on this. We shall see. It's not long enough to cut the soap, as you see, the whole way. So I'll have to do that 2 times. First, I'm just gonna measure where the middle part is. Here. So it's about 20 centimeters long. So I will just make a mark where 10 centimeters are. Do that on the other side as well. And then also do it in the middle. All right, I think that should be good enough. I will try cutting it here. Okay. Okay. I've never done this. This is, I think that went well. Now, moment of truth, the second cut. All right, that went well. And this is what it looks like on the inside. That's quite a large blob of the white. All right, I'll just take this over here. And then we'll cut this one first. I'll cut this into 8 pieces and the other one into 8 pieces so that it's 16 bars in total. Okay, I think I did something wrong here. That's great. That's the thing when you do it yourself, it won't always be perfect, and that's okay. Again, I always have to think about, this is only my 4th time making soap ever. And it's the first time, as I said a few times, it is the first time I'm doing a lot of new things this time, with mixing colors, new mold, all that stuff. So even though it's not perfect, it still works and it's all right. It turned out nice. Look. And now the final bar is going to be cut. There we are. There we go. Now this was fun. So this was my turmeric and paprika soap. I think it turned out really nice. If you want to see my journey to becoming an even better soap maker, you can click the subscribe button. And otherwise, just have a lovely day. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!